Page 72, Simple Gifts. At the top of the page, they're talking about a new note for the treble clef, I believe it is, and it's a ledger line note. Well, middle C is a ledger line note because remember, ledger lines are those little lines above or below a staff, so you can have more notes, because a staff with 5 lines and 4 spaces is limited to the number of notes it can have. We got a lot more notes than that, so we use ledger lines to extend the staff out. And middle C, in treble clef, the middle C is 1 ledger line below the staff. Well, now they have a B, which is below that, so it's the space below that 1 ledger line, and that's a B. Just go down a note, that's all. And we use it, sometimes it's another note, you just need to know it. Know when you see a note below that first ledger line in treble clef, it's a B. That's it. Now, 4 simple gifts. I'm going to kind of take both hands at the same time, because the left hand really, for the most part, just has the chords. You have the C chord and the C sus4 chord, for the most part. Okay, it's the right hand. Now at the beginning, the left hand starts it, it's a pickup beat, and you're coming in on beat 4. But again, let's just make sure we got the notes first. So we got here, and then it C's, and then it C's. Just make sure you got all these notes. And when you can do that, look at the top of page 73, second measure. They say extend 1. What they mean is, you're in this position and we want the thumb to cover 2 notes. You see the outside fingers? They have to cover 2 notes eventually. I mean, it's just normal. So you're liable to, either one might need to change. Here, the thumb has to go down. They say extend. It means just reach out and play. The hand stays where it is. The hand doesn't move. It's just the thumb. Here. And then in the next line, they say crossover. What they mean is your thumb is here and you're just gonna, if you'll relax, you got some movement in here. With your thumb holding a note down, you still got movement in here. Because your thumb typically can move a little bit at least. It doesn't have to move a lot. And here, if you just relax, it's when you tense up and you can't do anything. Just relax, and you're just coming over here. Don't twist or anything fancy, just relax and leave your thumb on that note because you need it again. Doesn't hurt to do that. It's called a trill exercise. You're just crossing the notes over each other. You should do it in both hands. Because whatever you do in one hand, you want to develop in the other. But that's all they're doing in the second line there is crossing. There, that's all. Then we can add the rhythm. At the beginning, it's a pickup beat again. So we're coming in on beat 4. It's 4/4 time. 4 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Get all these notes down at the same time. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Get the idea? Okay? So you work it out where you can play both hands together. You don't have to go that fast, but the beat needs to be steady. Don't mess up the beat. No hesitations. If you're hesitating anywhere, work on that spot and get rid of that hesitation. If you don't, it'll end up being part of your play from then on. You'll practice the hesitation is what it ends up being, and it's part of it. They're really hard to get rid of once you've done that. Been there, done that. Then we can add the articulation. Here it's just slurs, pretty much. Just lift up between the slurs. You connect all of this together. At the end of the second measure, the last measure there, just lift up. So it's, take a breath. The left hand, you connect that there. Then on page 73, at the end of the first line, you're here. Now it's lift up. It's the end of a slur, so take a breath. So lift up between these slurs so we have some silence. Then you can add the dynamics. Moderately soft, sort of soft, I don't know. All of this is melody. Keep the chords soft. And then at the top of page 73 in second measure, you're going to come down. You're ending a phrase. That's typical. We shape our phrases. That is, we usually start a phrase a little softer and you can get up a little louder, and then at the end of the phrase you come back down. Not all the time, but usually. And so this is sort of what this is doing. You're ending the phrase. And then the second line, you have the crescendo in the middle. You're going to start getting a little louder. Not much louder, just a little bit. I would say here, at the end of this first line, you're coming down to soft. Then I would say for the first measure, the next line, stay soft. Then come up to about just a little above soft, maybe a moderately soft. Now in the last line, you're up to moderately loud here. And then the last measure, you get softer back to soft. So you have to moderately loud, this is the last measure. Moderately loud, moderately soft, soft. You plan these things out, otherwise you'll get loud and soft too quick. So on this second line, when you're crescendoing up, it's up to you on how I did a measure at a time, because you're not going far from soft to moderately loud, you're just going up a little bit, so you have to space that out. And I typically, if it's really long like that, I'll do it like a measure. I'll change every measure. Sometimes it can be longer than that. I'll change every phrase or so. It depends on the music in this situation. Now, speed-wise, this is a slow piece, about as fast as I've been going, I think. So, it's a personal thing. How fast do you feel it should go? So go ahead and learn it and come back and let's play it together very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 3 counts. Not going to do dynamics, just notes and rhythms and articulation. 1 and ready and go and. 1 and 2. There's a duet at the bottom. I'd like to play that and you play what you just played, but again I need you to go up an octave. So just pretend middle C on the piano goes up an octave to here and you play it all here. Here. I'll give us 3 counts. Now the duet part doesn't have anything on your pickup. You're by yourself. Those 2 G's. So I'll go ahead and play those 2 G's with you down here. And then I'll do the duet part. So we'll go a little faster than we do, but this is not a fast piece. 1 and ready and go and.